Hey everybody, welcome back to Returnal. Challenge accepted. I'm Demo. We missed challenge mode yesterday because we did a bunch of other random stuff. Last game we played was 176. Today is Sunday. We got Mega Rockets. We're in the Derelict Citadel. It's going to be terrible. Let's get into it. I hate the Derelict Citadel. It's freaking... Those freaking TIE fighter looking dudes. Alright, so, yeah. Mega Rockets. And mine layer. That's totally useful. Cool. Melee damage is low, and attacking hostiles regenerates our integrity. So okay, that's fine, I guess. So what's up? Today is a good day. Today is Sunday, and Sunday is E3 Sunday. At that, so it was definitely an amazing day for those people who really liked the Microsofts. And yeah, I enjoyed the shows. There was not much that I actually wanted to that I want. I will say that Microsoft's show was entertaining. And they delivered on their promise of games and lots of games. The only problem is there was not much that I really thought was interesting. I have friends that are big Bethesda fans, and you know, I was part of that group for a long time. But then I started thinking about it, and my fandom for Bethesda is based off of games that are really old, like extremely old games. I'm talking Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. That level. That's where my fandom comes from. We have someone who died here, and that's not a happy time. That means bad news bears for us. Yep. Okay. Yep. If we hit one, though, it's pretty much over. Yeah, the trick here is definitely to hit them with one rocket, and it pretty much seals their fate. Yeah, I got a little sideways there. Is there anything below there that we can see? Did we just jump to our death? No. Okay. Must be another way. Yeah, I took that. Heck yeah. Okay, but so let's talk about what they showed. What did they show? They showed Halo, but they left the graphics out of it, really, and the single-player campaign, and mostly focused on some snapshots of the multiplayer, like what's the word that they use? Like pretty much best of the multiplayer, instead of like actually showing single player or more importantly what the campaign is going to look like. We all know that. Oh geez, that guy got me good. I thought I dodged it. We all know that yeah, I don't know what happened there. That's fine. But the multiplayer game can look a certain way. You know, you can get a pass for looking a certain way, but at the same time, okay, I don't mind getting health from killing enemies. That's pretty cool. But at the same time, you know, if they wanted to redeem all the Craig memes, they failed, right? They showed multiplayer. They didn't show any up close stuff. They left it very vague, and for considering they delayed the game due to not looking like they wanted to. To me, that not even a fan. I'm not a fan of the game by any means, but to me, it seems like they're still hiding something. It's maybe not up to their par. So instead, they showed what most people would want to see, which is fine. And that's the multiplayer. And I get it, man. That's what's gonna put the controllers in hands. But, I mean, I don't think they're fooling anyone with that. And if they are, they're fooling their own players. And then Bethesda showed off a lot of exciting stuff until I realized that all that stuff was for Fallout 76 and not truckers, dude, and not something like a Fallout 3 remake. Nope, just more Fallout stuff on Fallout 76 that's related to Fallout 3. Which, man, that to me it seems like they're just selling out to people who really want more Fallout 3 stuff, like me. And then they're not actually delivering Fallout 3 stuff, they're just delivering Fallout 76 stuff. So for me that felt half-baked. And of course, they did show Starfield in some capacity. It was a trailer, and it looked a lot like this beautiful game that I'm playing here. Some lady in a spaceship on some planet, and it was all CGI and pre-rendered. Everything at the show was scripted or pre-rendered. I know it says quote unquote actual gameplay, or it says in-engine, but it's all scripted. It's not playing. Nothing is following the rules that the game's going to have to follow. So it was a whole bunch of lies or doublespeak, and a lot of not top-tier games. And that's just my takeaway. I mean, obviously, everybody has their own opinion, and you know, and it may differ from mine. It may not. But as a fan of gaming, just not there. There were a couple games that looked good. I honestly cannot tell you those names currently. But I did see a couple games that I thought, man, that looks kind of good, you know, like, it's definitely worth a look. But none that are on top of my head. So that's how not memorable the showcasing was. I do like how everyone was like, oh, we're gonna see that Kojima game or all these other stuff. And none of that stuff happened. And a lot of people I interact with on the tweeters, and the last few days it's been all, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be so good, and my opinion does not change. It's still, to me, pretty lackluster, pretty low on the old scoreboard. You look at Jason Schreier's Twitter though, in this poll, it seemed like a lot of the Xbox people are giving it high scores. I just don't. Man, again, I don't even know what games they showed. There were some interesting concept games, but none of those games are close to being completed. And I know they're talking about this one game every quarter. But with Starfield having a November time frame release date, and geez Louise, man, was that? Well, at least I got my health back. Okay. Like, I'm just not seeing it. You can call me a hater all you want, and that's fine. But I'm looking for good games, man. Like, this is a good game, hard, and I understand not for everybody, but then you look at the rest of the lineup, and if you're like casual gamer and you got Ratchet and Clank, like, where's the... I guess. Then we watched the Square Enix showing, and you know, that was just as you know, it could have been a lot better. And yeah, I agree. We could have seen a lot more games than what we did see, and oh boy. Did we put ourselves in a bad spot or what, boys? Oh, they're not coming up here for some reason, so this is weird. Okay, did I just figure out how to solve this room without getting hurt? Because, like, none of these guys came up that high. Oh, man. What up? So, now that everything's calmed down, Square Enix and their conversations, Final Fantasy Origins. A lot of people looked at it, a lot of people are like, well, what is this? I think it looks kind of interesting. It's an interesting concept, and I will play the demo to check it out. I mean, that's the best that I can offer. They talked about Final Fantasy 1 through 6 remasters, pixel remasters, whatever that is. Unfortunately, they mentioned Steam and mobile. I'm not against Steam. I think that's a good place to put games, but mobile? Come on, man. I want to play those games on a console. Or, I guess a computer's fine, but I'd really rather play it on my PlayStation or my Xbox or my Nintendo. Like, so I think although they're coming a long ways, I think they just missed the mark on that one. And they didn't really mention Final Fantasy VI or any other what we thought they were going to talk about. So, I mean, that's kind of a letdown. We did not get 1,000,000 points this time. We got hit so many times. Good news, though, boys. We didn't fall off the edge. I'm thinking somewhere in the middle. Yeah, look at that. Top 200. Not bad. It was a lot better than I thought we were going to do. But, so what are your thoughts on E3? Do you have games you're looking forward to? Are you satiated? Things pique your interest? Do you agree with my opinion that the Microsoft showcase was not as good as what everybody's saying, or am I just off the lunch here? I mean, that's what I want to know. I think I'm pretty on point, but then again, I have my own opinions on stuff. This has been a Returnal challenge accepted, and I'm Demo. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a nice day.